So basically, this is a social immersion program that will be of great help to you. Second, diversity networks, the different backgrounds, the different cultures that students will bring along with you, for you, will help you in experiencing directly this interculturality. Third aspect, career development. As a matter of fact, at MAIB, we offer you the opportunity of a joint effort between Milano-Bicocca, Alliance, and Centennial. All three institutions have a very strong attention in placement. We have companies coming in and recruiting on campus, and the profile of MAIB students have already shared with the top companies in our different countries, finding a great interest about this. So basically, there is a whole bunch of attention to what you will do after MAIB.
I'm supposed to be your ambassador for the University of Milano-Bicocca, which I graduated from in 2009. I joined Bicocca in 2003 or 4, not quite sure. I attended law school, which sounds pretty amazing to me. And you know what? Just 6 days after my graduation, I joined one of the most important international law firms in Italy, which is an English law firm, and it was the Italian branch, which I left in 2012, but it doesn't really matter. Now I'm 31, and I am an IP lawyer, which means that I deal with trademarks and patents and design issues and stuff, which is pretty fun. You would never say that law is fun, but actually it is. And so based on what I've learned in my studies in Bicocca is that international experiences are crucial to your curriculum and to your career. Just a few months before my graduation, I joined a summer school program that was organized by Professor Cornell and other people, and I spent 2 weeks in a college in Bangalore, which was SciMe, and it was in Bangalore. Just 2 weeks, but I believe that was the experience of a lifetime. Well, many people told me, "Are you serious? You're gonna go to India? You sure about that?" And I say, "Hell yes." And when I got back at home, I brought so much experiences with me, and that helped me so much throughout my career. Moving on to why should you study in Milano-Bicocca University? Well, there are so many reasons why you should pick up Bicocca instead of some other competitors. Well, first of all, I think that we've been one of the first public universities with a campus-wide Wi-Fi network, which now sounds like a given thing, but at the time, the project started in 2007 or 6, I believe. I don't remember exactly, but we were one of the first ones to have a campus-wide Wi-Fi network. But what's really crucial for a student is that our libraries are so packed with stuff, and we also have we have 2 main libraries, plus we have an enormous amount of online resources which are accessible in campus and outside of campus with such an easy setup, and they're going to be really helpful. Also, Fabio earlier was talking about diversity. Bicocca is a very diverse environment. We have, for example, we have so many students from, I think, all over the world. We have students, many students are from Asia, many students are from the West, and stuff like that. We have all kinds of students, foreign students. But talking about diversity, it's a pretty complex word. I think that we got, for example, the first LGBT club in our university, which I think is pretty awesome, and it dates back to the early 2000s. Is Milan really a global city, and what are the opportunities here? Well, I think that they are huge. If you think about it, most of the Silicon Valley's companies have Italian headquarters in Milan. For example, Apple is in Milan, Google is in Milan, Facebook is in Milan, and they're not just doing like distribution. They do web engineering, they do advertisements, they do all sorts of stuff. They have legals, they have everything.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, respectively. This is Rajan Chatterjee from the International Affairs Office of Alliance University, Bangalore. What I want to highlight is when a student picks up a program of this kind, the student is actually trying to be a global player. A global player in terms of qualifications that he or she has attained, and a global player in terms of the international exposure and the experience that he or she is going to gather through the three legs of the program. Essentially, this program is a three-continent program, very diverse in nature. Starts off in Italy with the European way of education, comes back to India, which offers a lot to absorb, and a student from Italy has already summed it up by telling that he had a wonderful experience of 2 weeks in Bangalore. Bangalore is probably the most happening city in Asia at the moment, and it's the IT hub of Asia, if not the world. A lot of manufacturing happens here, and for everybody's information, a lot of research happens in Bangalore. So it's not only IT, but a lot of manufacturing and research also happening in Bangalore. It's a really happening place. On top of that, Alliance University is a wonderful state-of-art university. It's a private university built over 45 acres, a green campus. We have international students coming to our campus every year on different other programs, and they can vouch for it that it's one of the top universities in terms of infrastructure, and it's comparable to any good university right across the globe. The qualifications that you get, if I get back to that, are three very important qualifications. Graduate master qualification from Milano-Bicocca. It gives you a graduate certificate in international business management from Canada. And to top that, if you want to have an MBA qualification from a top institution in India, you can also do that, add up another leg of 4 months at the end of the program to get the Alliance MBA degree. The structure is very flexible. You have a choice to continue in Canada at Centennial, do the internship there and continue working in Canada, or you want to kind of wrap up your studies and get an MBA under your belt and then go working, that's another option.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jaya and I'm pursuing International Business Management at Centennial College in order to benchmark my individual management style against global preferences. I am here to share my exciting experience that I've had the pleasure to go through in Centennial College, and indeed to shed light on international business management course. To briefly touch upon my background, I'm a young Indian with an engineering degree and nearly 5 years of experience as an IT product manager. First of all, I would like to say the academic community in Centennial College is well qualified, both professionally and academically. The professors here have extensive global work experience, and they keep themselves abreast of the current world's labor market situations through researchers and networking. And also I have had the pleasure to work with professors who have work experience in the United Nations, trade commissions, globally popular multinational retailers, world-renowned banks, and many other reputed firms around the world. I have had the chance to work with CFOs, CEOs, global entrepreneurs, and many other reputed people in here. The highlight, I would say, is the teaching methodology. The learning process is totally based on the practical discussions. To be more precise, the learning process will be through engaging interactions and critical inquiries. And now on the other end, I'm also provided with people from around the world as my colleagues. In fact, there are too many cultures and languages to experience. And in that particular moment, I feel like, international business management is truly a global venture. Instead of using big words like international and global, let me cite you a very vivid example that I've had. As IBM, that is International Business Management, let me say it in a short form, IBM, is predominantly a practical-oriented course. So we students will have to work in teams for projects, case studies, case researches. So in order for that to happen, we will get hands-on experience. So I worked on an international finance project where my team and I studied and analyzed, economies and financial systems of 5 countries in the nations. The great aspect is that my team and I didn't have to travel to India, China, Russia, Jamaica, or South Korea, for that sake, to know the economies of the different nations under study. We had each other to share the required information at its pristine state, and we fed the information that is required for us to study about that international finance project. So, it was fantastic to perceive such a, diversified working culture from my colleagues. And now I hope you will realize what I meant when I said global or international.
Hello, everyone. I am currently employed in the import-export field, and as one who is employed in this field, I understand the importance of how one must be aware of the cultural differences and work within that framework provided to achieve a common goal. And the IBM program, or the International Business Management Program, offers a number of courses in business communications and global values that helps one understand this and achieve this. And besides that, Toronto, Canada, and Centennial College in specific is truly a melting pot where people from various backgrounds come together, and then they form a unique culture of their own, and it displays an amazing unity in diversity. I was required to set up a working system of the supply chain, various aspects of the supply chain, of one division at this company. So it included everything from purchasing to inventory management to logistics to daily processes such as order scheduling, everything from the source to the end consumer. And during those 3 months, I was able to put into practice everything that I learned in theory in the classrooms here. And today, I have been with the same company for 4 years, and I am the division manager.
My name is Yana Diva. I'm the manager of the Global Experience Office, or GEO, as we call it. That's the abbreviated version. The GEO office is part of the International Education Department at Centennial. It was set up to develop and deliver a whole range of international mobility programs for Centennial students. So as you heard, Centennial is a highly internationalized institution. So in addition to large numbers of students coming in, we also focus on sending students abroad. We launched the International Internship Program in the summer of 2012. We had the first cohort of 4 students who went abroad, and since then the number of participating students going overseas to do an international internship has grown drastically. So we have students from all of the business programs, international business management, project management, and doing their co-ops, their field placements, experiential learning opportunities. The internships that we offer are really worldwide, so we have lots of opportunities in South America, in Asia. We have, just to give you a few examples of internships where our business students interned. We had a student from the Global Business Management Program who interned at a large forestry company in Beijing, China. We had another student from the School of Business who did an internship at UNESCO, so one of the UN agencies. We also had a large number of students who completed their field placements or internships at Centennial College offices overseas, so in Turkey and Panama. So we're constantly working on securing additional opportunities. So when you come to Centennial, whether you choose to do your internship overseas or in Toronto, as you heard, there are multiple options available.
Just want to say one thing. If you want to grab the opportunity to be a leader, to make the difference and to be different from your other future competitors, just take advantage of these opportunities. I wish I had these opportunities when I was a student. I just wish I had, and I just cannot go back. But if you can, just go straight for that. Thank you so much for your attention and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you.
And our final goodbye, Centennial College.
Thank you. Thank you.